I'll just say it. I'll say the tagline, the opener, and it'll be golden.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, what were you were saying about something about wanting to be gay or something?
I mean, close. Really, what it is I think I've just been wearing shorter and shorter shorts. I think I'm just like hiking my shorts up a little bit more every day and getting more comfortable with wearing really short shorts.
I think it's like a personal confidence.
I don't know what it is, but I feel great in short shorts.
Pretty soon we'll get you out there in the
Overall, I feel terrible, but just as far as my short shorts go, I'm very confident in them right now.
I'd say we get you out there and just full on, just G-string and see how you feel.
I would. I'm not confident in my man ass.
Oh, you would be.
I always thought I had a big ass, and then I was told I have no ass.
By who?
A lot of people.
Was it just generally about white people? Or was it you specifically?
No, nobody was like, white motherfuckers ain't got no ass.
And then you were like, I'm white.
I'm basically
I guess I have no ass.
Yeah, I'm the Jim Gaffigan character. I'm like, I have a great ass.
Wait a second.
No, dude, I don't know. I've just been wearing shorter and shorter shorts. It feels nice.
I'm proud of you.
Can I also tell you something?
Yeah.
I owe you about $25, and I don't give a fuck, dude. I'm never giving it to you.
Really?
Yeah, I've decided right now that you could suck my dick.
Well, folks, welcome to BagFries. Across from me is a beautiful Bruce Gray wearing a blue sweatshirt.
Hey, everyone, thanks.
And I'm so glad. And of course, I'm Kevin Tienken. Welcome to the pod. If you're a new listener, buckle up, folks, because it's about to get wild. I mean, me and Bruce are known for our shock jock commentary on the WNBA.
Yeah, we're going to bring a fat lady in here to pee on us. Shot jock. Yeah, we got Piss Mondays.
Oh, dude, how else are you going to start the week?
Here comes Rhonda with her asparagus. Guys, welcome to the fucking podcast, dude.
Yeah, so you're probably seeing this. If you're seeing it or listening to it for the first time, you're probably coming over from the Brain Jail pod. And that pod, was over a year ago. And God bless Jace Wayne Avery and Benjamin Allen Avery. I miss the hell out of those boys, and having a weekly show to just talk about Epstein, and the 9/11 conspiracies.
The way those two look, doesn't it seem like they're missing a normal-sized one? Like there was a triplet that was like...
there's more Averys.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like... Is their brother the medium one, where like Ben being the skinny one and Jace being the bigger one? There seems like there should be a normal sized Avery.
I've looked into it, and there's no just right Avery.
There isn't?
No. There's
what's their dad? How big is their dad?
I think your dad is 8.5 feet tall.
Really? No, and 8.5 feet wide?
I think he's like 6'7". But
really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, they all must got hogs on those guys.
Well, welcome to the Avery Brothers podcast.
And we're just talking about how big their hogs are?
Yeah, just huge.
All my family is so fucking short, and we all have small dicks. It sucks.
Really?
I mean, my dad's got it. Not like he's got a hammer or anything. And
Yeah.
like I got a pretty normal sized dick, I think.
Like Bruce.
No, I'm just not good at fucking.
Yeah, me neither. What are you going to do?
Truly, I'm not a grower or a shower.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy with a small dick.
I'm just a guy I'm like Rudy in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Like, I might not be the biggest guy, but I got a lot of heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I just want to get out there and play.
And eventually, a bigger, stronger guy who's fucking your wife is going to get injured, and you're going to have to come into the bedroom.
They're going to let me go out on the last play of the last game of the last season, and I am going to crush it. You know what? I'm going to get a home run, and it's going to be beautiful.
Do you need to introduce the podcast more, or?
Well, so this is Bag Fries, which I wanted to keep doing Brain Jail. That's why you're watching this on the old Brain Jail feed at this point. And because I like you guys. You're on the Discord. You're following us on iTunes and in our homes.
You freaks.
Yeah, but it's great.
I like the freaks. The freaks have been very kind to me.
Yeah, no, they are nice. They're generally nice. I think they were too nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, hey, you want to see my dick? Like, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And which is
don't replace the dick DMs that you were sending to Jace to me, because I don't. Yeah, actually, you know what? Send them on over. What do I give a fuck?
Oh, dude, you do not.
You don't?
I don't think you. I think it's going to be wild. If you, I don't, man, I don't even. We need to stop talking about it.
Why?
Because Jace genuinely got. I think it messed him up a little.
Was he getting that many?
I mean, we're talking about like a per minute kind of dick pic
Shut
level.
up.
Oh man,
Not every minute of every day. Like a clock tower every day. It's like once every hour on the hour.
Just
The way that a pendulum knocks over a thing once an hour, it's a new dick pic every time.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was like a domino effect.
Is there a lot of is it just from everybody, or is there a lot of gentlemen who listen to the podcast who are of a different kind of lifestyle?
No, we got some gay listeners. We got some
good.
straight listeners. We got some black listeners. We got some white listeners. Good. You know,
I had to put hands on a fella the other day that was of a different lifestyle than myself.
A different lifestyle?
Yeah. Why was that? Dude,
yeah.
I didn't want to.
Hold. Put a pin in that story.
Sorry.
All right. Jesus Christ.
What? Dude, I had to fucking toss a guy out.
We're eating our salad and you're bringing out the steak.
Okay. Well, Jesus Christ. I mean, guys, listen. Here's what's going on. We love the Brain Jail fans. They're great guys. You guys are great people, great ladies, great everything in betweens. And so what we're doing, this is the first episode, and this is going to be under the regular Brain Jail name because we're not trying to rush into things and just lay it all on you, okay? We're trying to give you a shot to adjust. And you know what? And if you want to unsubscribe, fuck you. Unsubscribe now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well,
no, I'm just kidding. Please,
I care a little bit.
Please continue to listen. But so this first episode will be out under just the classic Brain Jail everything, but this is going to be a new podcast. So second episode, we'll have switched everything over. It'll be the same feed as Brain Jail. It's just going to come up on your phone or
it'll come all
whatever
over your phone
as Bag Fries.
Yeah, Spotify, YouPorn, everywhere you listen.
And shout out to the people on the Discord who have been sending us pictures of their Bag Fries. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can join the Discord. We'll have it in the description there. And if you haven't been to the Discord yet, there's a lot on there. A lot of memes and let's make the memes a little bit more appropriate, okay, guys? Some of you guys are posting these memes have different kind of insinuations of Ben always
different feelings.
Would insinuate that he was gonna say the N-word at some point. Like there was a big reveal.
We don't do that around here, dude.
And I never really enjoyed that. That always kind of bothered me, but it's funny, it's like, him flirting with ruining everything as a bit.
And look where it's got him.
It's the Ben Avery, the genius that got him where he is today.
Ben Avery method.
Yeah, the BAM.
Guys, long story short, we appreciate you all. We hope you all will continue to subscribe to this podcast and et cetera.
Yeah, so write a review if you haven't. You can send us an email at bagfriespod@gmail.com.
Follow me online at Bruce Gray on Instagram.
Yeah.
And hey, you know what? And do me a goddamn favor. If for any fucking reason you're going to be in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, February 11th and 12th, please come fucking see me do comedy. Yep. I don't know why I'm going out there, but
you're going out there because it's a good gig. It's a good opportunity. Yeah. I think you got it. You're doing a weekend. What do you?
What sucks
want?
is the guy who is like, you can snowboard and do all this, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna be in the Airbnb having sex with the couch. I'm gonna cut a hole in the mattress. I'm gonna put a grocery bag in the slit in the mattress. I'm gonna squeeze a bunch of non-minty toothpaste in it and just fucking I'm just gonna
go to town.
I'm gonna remember old comedy condo stores like, oh, you're glad you ain't here last week this guy who was here shoved the mayonnaise jar up his ass and it came out his mouth, then he put it back in the fridge. It was always like, you glad you're here whenever Skippy Donaldson was here last week because he jacked off into the garbage disposal,
dude. And then wait, I made food in the garbage disposal yesterday.
Same thing with green rooms. Legendary story is that before Brad Williams, who is a comedian who's since been married, but from what I've heard back in the day, it was just any green room of any improv you went to, he was just fucking.
I'm like, are we exposing in the first episode?
No, not at all. Can I tell you? I don't know.
I didn't know where you were going for a second.
What was I going to do? But Brad, he's he's turned when the camera shuts off, he's like the baby from Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
You know what?
Dude, that would be great.
I was high at the Comedy Store a few weeks ago, and I was watching him do comedy.
Yeah.
And all I could think about was him on the road. Because he's funny, but I mean, obviously, if you are a small gentleman, you have to do a lot of jokes about being a small gentleman.
Yeah.
But I just kept thinking about...
That's why you have your small cock jokes.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to see my cock. I come out into the crowd and I have a ruler taped to my dick, and that way I can give people the idea of how small it is. I hold up a quarter next to my dick, and the camera zooms in.
It's just like you got basically a full body shot of your face, but it's just your dick, and it's just right where it's supposed to be.
What I was going to say is I couldn't stop thinking of him on the road at a comedy club, and like the marquee saying Brad Williams, and underneath it, midget comedian.
Oh, Jesus.
Like that's how he brands himself as a thing.
Oh, forever. I mean, that's kind of what I mean. I imagine there's probably a lot of that, at the.
Oh yeah, there was another midget comedian named Tanya Lee Davis, who she's also still a comedian, still a midget.
Soupy's watching. Soupy's interested.
And my dog is here. He's watching. He's fucking security, dude.
He's dope. He's a great dog. Soupy.
Why are you calling him? He's gonna trip on the cords.
He won't trip. He's a good boy. Get him on the pod.
He's actually a bad dog sometimes.
Oh.
Sometimes I just get fucking furious.
He won't come up.
Yeah, that's we tried to keep it with the brain jail aesthetic where there's dogs causing trouble the entire
that's
podcast.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Every time the dogs would get into the garage, it would be a big deal. I was a brain jail listener. Usually I'll tell you, this is big for me to come on here and sure, I was on the last episode of Brain Jail, and sure, some people accused me of ruining the podcast. But you know what? Fuck you guys, all right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you just stand your ground. It's good.
I did.
I mean, Bruce, I remember when he left, he gave us like 4 pieces of real small information.
What is this?
That it made Ben start thinking, then Jay start thinking. And I don't know what you said, but it had to be something.
As soon as I moved?
Yeah, and you're like, you know what? Would you guys be better on your own? And then
yeah.
left.
Yeah, I'm basically like the dude who split up NWA.
Yeah.
I'm that guy, whatever his name was, the fat guy who...
The fat guy.
You know what I'm talking about, the fat guy?
I always go to Yoko Ono. Anytime.
Yoko Ono?
Yeah, it's anytime I'm referencing split ups.
Man, did I ever tell you when I went to see the NWA movie in theaters and I got in big trouble?
No.
Well, I went to the movies and we were there and it was packed out. I mean, first off, it's an awful movie, but we were at the movie.
Oh, come on.
It's bad.
I enjoy the NWA.
I like NWA. It doesn't mean I have to like the movie. And so...
That's true.
We were in the theater and it was totally packed. And there's a part where Eazy-E finds out he has AIDS. And in the movie, this is him speaking, but in the movie he goes, and he's like shocked and he goes, but I'm not a faggot. And then I laughed so loud, and I was the only one in the movie theater. Nobody else, everybody was caught up in this touching moment, and I was laughing at the top of my lungs.
Did everybody turn at you at once, like a singular motion?
Oh, the lights came on, they came in, and the guy fucking dragged me out of there. Oh, dude! Speaking, I didn't get to tell you about how I put hands.
Oh yeah. You were how you're ruining the entire LGBTQ plus.
Dude, no.
Community.
I was at a. I had some friends in town.
Bruce loves going to gay bars and starting trouble.
Hey, gay bars are a good time. They're fun. And can I tell you something though? I don't know why I say that so much either. Can I tell you something? Because I'm going to anyway.
I like it. I think it's good. It gives you like a.
Gives me clearance.
A more wholesome vibe to you, too,
perfect.
like a southern kind
like
of
I'm
feel.
asking for permission. I'm big on consent.
Hey, can I tell you something real quick?
But I was at that bar because I had friends in town, and I was like, I was like planning out the weekend. I was like, whatever, Sunday night we'll go to, or around the corner, we'll go out to West Hollywood. What's called Boys Town, where boys can be boys, where guys can be guys, and
guys can be themselves.
where guys can have fun, and
without a woman ruining.
So we're at a bar. I mean, there's these beautiful men in fucking underwear, and they're shaking their dongs. And I actually did see a guy pull his penis out that was making out with another guy.
I had heard about that.
I told you about that.
That was on The Wire.
Yeah. There was a guy he was uncircumcised too.
Really?
Yeah. Also, I was
lucky bastard.
You got to, because my friends, I was like, there's a couple that we know. They live in Seattle and Portland, and I was like,
wait, the guys who pulled their dick out?
No. That guy.
It was a pal of mine, and he got into the spirit of the club.
Honestly, it was a dude who looked like Draco Malfoy. And if it was
really?
Draco Malfoy, I would have taken a picture and called TMZ immediately.
Absolutely. Dude, that's like a 5-figure picture potentially. You know what I mean?
I would love to sell some information.
Oh yeah, I want to get some dick pics of famous people. So I will. That's the only dick pic I'll ever solicit. Is one that could get me paid in the future.
That makes sense. But these guys are making out, and then this dude pulled out his uncircumcised dick, and No action on it though. He wasn't jacking it. He was kind of just letting it breathe, which I actually kind of respected a little bit.
Just soft?
Yeah. About medium.
It's a halfway.
Because I'll tell you something, dude. Usually, if something's going on, I'm gonna take a look. So I went down to the bathroom and
I wasn't down there.
I went down to the bathroom, but I went down to the bathroom, and I don't know if you can imagine this, but there's urinals with no divider in between them, and I was taking a piss, and this guy came up next to me and fucking stood on his tippy toes, and all but like he like stood on his tippy toes and like cranked his neck over, made eye contact with my Johnson.
Dude, the gay guys are having so much fun, man.
Oh, dude, these guys are having a blast.
They're just having a blast out there.
Absolutely, you should be there. I mean, there's all kinds of people. There's, hot white guys, hot Mexican guys, ugly guys. There was a fat Indian guy who was jumping all around having a great time.
My dad there again?
Yeah. Your dad's a fat Indian guy.
Yeah. That's how I feel so comfortable talking about race.
We're actually mispronouncing Tienken.
Mm-hmm. It started with a D.
Yeah, so this dude may as well have pulled out fucking opera binoculars to look at my Johnson. But I didn't say anything. It was the whole thing. I didn't say anything because 100% away game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm there. If you want to look, you want to look. It wasn't fluffed up or anything.
Yeah.
But
it was like a freshly opened cylinder crescent roll.
Yeah. It would be worse if I had just a fucking raging hard on and I was at the urinal, like trying to like push my dick down and trying to pee.
That
with
would be much
going
worse.
In 4 different directions.
Yeah, that would be
it's
bad.
like it's a damn crazy daisy.
You got 4 holes in your dick.
No,
when
you know
it's
when
hard?
you try to piss and your dick's hard and it spurts out like it's fucking I remember the crazy daisy? Did you ever have a crazy daisy? Did you?
No.
There was a sprinkler where it looked like a flower and it flopped. It flopped all around and it'd get you all wet and shit.
Okay,
it was a white trash toy because it's like, it was a white trash toy because they had to. You got to improvise with the sprinkler if you have no money. Like the sprinkler becomes like summer fun.
Yeah, no, mine. I'm pretty sure ours was homemade.
What?
Yeah,
you had a homemade crazy daisy?
Yeah, my dad was crafty man. Wow. I think it was just like some like PVC piping and then some real loose like rubber things, but it was the screws were still exposed and it was just made out of wood. Just like the legs.
The legs. Are you sure he didn't just put a hose down your mom's mouth and then it came out her puss and just?
Now that I think about it, that might have been it.
The guy was looking at my Johnson, and I'll peek, dude. Not like usually I don't give a fuck if this comes off the wrong way, but if I'm in a urinal next to somebody, I'm not craning over with my neck, but I am going to take a look because I'm curious. Not really like I have no plans for the guy's dick, but I'd take a look. I want to compare to the neighbors.
Yeah, the peripheral look.
Yeah.
What are you going to go out in the world and? I use the peripherals, periodically.
On accident or on purpose.
When you see a big blur kind of go out on the right side, you go.
Well, I think the whole thing is if you have your Peter out, you got to be on all in like alert. I've never got caught either.
Never.
Knock on wood. Because I've looked in the past and I'm going to look in the future also.
Yeah, that's why I always make sure I'm a half chub if I'm ever around Bruce Gray. Yeah, he'll go telling stories. Yeah, so when did you put hands on him, though?
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, no. It wasn't. Not like the guy who was looking at my dick at the urinal and I grabbed his dick in his throat and fucking pushed him through the stall. No,
that would have worked.
No, that
would have got him off.
This gentleman who some people in olden days would describe as a little funny. Was just walking around trying to he was kissing. He was literally just walking around the bar and he was like just kissing guys. Yeah. And then he was like kissing ladies and then he grabbed my woman's head and went to kiss her. And so
same guy?
Yeah, from the story that Kelly was telling you. Yeah, so
wait, same guy from the urinal?
No. That guy was a cool guy. I
apologize. We got to stretch this out to an hour. I got to make sure.
He came up. That guy from the urinal actually came up to me at the bar later, and he's like, "Can I ask you something?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Have you ever thought about calling the Guinness Book of World Records?" And I was like, "For what? What are you talking about?" He's like, "You have the smallest dick I've ever seen.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's like, let me buy you a drink. Actually, honestly, what happened at the urinal is I saw that guy looking and I was peeing and I turned and I was like, what are you doing? And I didn't realize I was still peeing and I peed on him and he was like, thank you.
Oh, God.
No, so this guy other guy walking around the bar, he's kissing people. He goes to kiss my woman on the damn
dance floor?
on the face. Not even the dance floor. We were over standing in the corner a few of us. So I grabbed him, dude. I grabbed him by the back of the neck and under the armpit.
Yeah.
And I fucking pushed him out the exit.
Into your girlfriend?
I grabbed him and I said, DJ, stop the music.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
stopped it. And I said, I just want you all to know this has nothing to do with how I feel about the LGBT community. This guy is an asshole.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I pushed him out of the bar.
You have to do that.
I've been getting in confrontations lately, dude. I got in a confrontation a few weeks ago.
Yeah, well, at the store you've been getting in little.
Oh, the comedy store. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I'd say, dude, that neck and that armpit move. I used that last night on a drunk guy at the comedy store. Dude, same thing. He was drunk and he fell into a
started kissing
he
your
fell
girlfriend.
he fell into he fell into a female comedian that I know, and he fell into her, and like honestly, this all could have been a ploy to grab boobs because he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Well, he grabbed on and he was falling and was like, like holding on to her. No, I'm kidding. He
well, dude, like that scene in Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison,
where he's falling. Oh yeah.
he goes, "Dare me to touch your boobs."
Yeah. He so he's falling in. It's the same thing, dude. Fucking under the arm, under the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there was this guy a few weeks ago at the Improv who was being he was just so like this little like just a cocky shithead loser dildo. He's friends with a guy we know. They just used to work together at the Yard House, apparently.
Okay.
This podcast is brought to you by Yard House.
Yeah, want a yard of beer? Go to Yard House.
But this guy's just being a fucking idiot, dude, and he won't shut up, and he's just awful. He kind of looked like Roger, what's that guy from Doug?
Rabbit?
Roger from Doug with the leather jacket.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But more of like a pretty boy, and he wouldn't fuck off, and he just like was being weird, and he was like he was hitting on my girlfriend, and I was like demanding to buy her drinks, and he was drunk, and like I gave him so many hints as to fuck off, and I was like, look, I looked at him and I was like, hey man, and he was like said something, and I was like, oh well, you know, you're already in pretty far over your head, and he was like, no, I'm not. I was like, okay, and then like he just like
God.
there was like three other things that happened. Then finally, I put my hand on his shoulder at the bar at the Improv, and I said, hey man, look. I understand that you're friends with somebody that I'm friends with, but I gotta tell you, I don't care. And you are, and I told him, I was like, and I need you in the most polite and non-confrontational way to buzz off. Literally what I told him, word for word. And then he did like three more, like, was like, whoa. And I looked at him and I said, hey man, you're fucking bothering me.
Man.
I told him. I was as straightforward and polite as possible.
That's what you always say to me, though.
Whether you're bothering me? Because you bother me on purpose. You bother me all the time. I'll be on my phone and you'll grab it and throw it and you'll fucking knock my dick in the dirt and you'll fucking.
Well, if you're usually playing with your phone, you're playing with your dick.
No, you'll have a drink and you'll be like, dude, this is so good, and you'll just press it to my face. I'm like, dude, stop. I don't need to drink vodka and Sprite. I'm not 14 years old at a fucking hookah bar.
It's so good, though.
No, it's not.
It's pretty good. You know, it's Sprite, with vodka.
Yeah, and that tastes like shit.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, well, vodka and Sprite is like the first alcohol you drink as a teenager.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember, I'm young at heart. So you got to remember that.
I'm old at heart. We're completely reversed things because I spent my entire teens getting my dick sucked and fucking drinking booze, getting rimmed.
I was reading the Bible.
Fuck that.
Playing the drums for the Lord.
Damn. Did you ever play on your Bible? Like, did you ever think that there was part of you that you could put a Bible on the drum kit and fucking
No, that's not a bad idea, but it does seem a little sacrilege. But at the same time, I saw plenty of pastors do sermons where they're like, "This is just a book; it's the information," and then.
Did you ever forget your Bible on accident when you were in a hotel and then you were like, "Fuck, thank God, there's a Bible here."
Never.
Dude, you know what I do?
I would always look for stuff in it.
Look for what?
Like if there's like somebody wrote in it or something.
The hotel Bible?
Yeah.
Did you ever find anything?
No.
There's just one of those stickers of that T-shirt that says "I choked Linda Lovelace." It's out of the Bible.
Mikey McKernan is not funny sticker. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised
if you looked at a hotel Bible and there was a Mikey McKernan.
Dude, absolutely. Check out Mikey McKernan on Instagram and all social media.
Oh man, I'm having a great time, dude. I'm happy to be
good.
doing this podcast with you.
Bruce was stressing me out with this. I'll be
I
honest.
wasn't stressing you out. I was trying to
look.
What was I stressing you out about?
Look, let me tell you something. I'm not saying that it's your fault you're stressing.
No, Kevin's
me
just like, dude, how about we fucking both lay on the ground and talk into a cell phone? What if we did that? No, fuck you, dude. And I was like, or, we could literally spend, what did we spend altogether? $50, and we could do a nice podcast. We can build out a little studio in my beautiful West Hollywood apartment.
Look, at heart, I'm kind of a dirtbag. You know what I mean?
Kevin was fighting me the entire way. You guys would have no idea. He's like, dude, we got to do a podcast. We'll do
You're
this.
full
and
of
then,
shit.
fuck you. And then the entire time I was like, here's what we can do. Here's what we could do this. We could do that. And you're like, dude, we don't need to do anything.
That is so off.
No, it's not, dude.
You
told your wife on me.
Yeah, I did.
Kevin's wife called me and was like, Kevin said that you're trying to do a lot of stuff with the podcast, and Kevin said you're trying to make it good. I don't think Kevin's capable of doing anything
He's
good.
not really interested in having any sort of success in any way.
In the industry.
I think he just likes being around the guys.
Yeah, there's no money in being around the guys.
Yeah, don't make it too good.
Actually,
Bruce.
there were some dudes I saw the other night who I think they made money just being around the guys at that bar.
Yeah. Oh, you can make some money being around the guys.
Dude, there was
hanging with the boys. Collecting some dough.
Dude, there was a drunk chick, and she went up to the go-go dancer, and he was just fucking hammering her in the face. He was wearing like kind of loose but tight underwear, and so he was just hammering her in the face with his dong.
Yeah. Jesus, what a job.
I know. Some of those guys I think are straight, and they're like, it's a living.
I'm sure, especially because you probably make a shit ton of money. I wonder if you make more money in a gay club than you would in a like a female dancer. I guess probably gets
they
more.
make so much money. But I'm curious. I bet those guys make hourly too.
Yeah,
the guys doing that thing. Because I even went up to the bartender because because I also went to Jumbo's Clown Room this weekend, which is a strip club for women.
Yeah,
and or women dancing, guys, right. And then women too. But
mostly female go-go dancers or
no,
burlesque.
They're people. Calling it burlesque is the wrong thing because technically, I guess it is burlesque, but burlesque is more like. And like a lady like pulling her bra down, like that's what I think of when I hear burlesque.
A man with a Casio keyboard that's this big.
Yeah. Or like someone's dancing to the entertainer, and it's like da, 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 and they're like woo. But no, it's basically a strip. Oh, my Alexa is going off, dude. Shut the fuck up. I changed my Alexa to a man.
Well,
but he still answers to Alexa, so I like to think my Alexa has transitioned.
I prefer to boss a man around.
Well, I don't. I feel bad. I got this Alexa, and I'll tell you all about my Alexas later. But I was there. It's not burlesque. It's more of a strip club where they take everything but like this tiniest amount of clothes off. But it's because in California at a strip club you can't serve alcohol if they take their tits and puss out.
Right.
But.
Bastards.
I know.
What happened to separation of church and state? You know?
I don't know why, dude, because that's what was so weird to me. In Oregon, in Portland, whenever I was living up there, you go to the strip club, they could do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
And they also serve like full restaurant food, all this other shit. But also the strippers, the nice women, I don't want to call them strippers, I guess, at Jumbo's are like really good at what they do, and they kick the ceiling and they fucking kick their boots together and they.
Is it hot?
What do you mean? The way they do it?
Yeah. Is it hot?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You know, it wasn't hot at a strip club in Portland. I was on the rail. I was right up front, dude. You know what the best part about being on the
just have your eyes the whole time, dude, in awe.
You know what the best part about being on the rail at a strip club is that people carelessly throw money over your head, and a lot of times it lands either on the floor or right in front of you, and then you pick up that money and then you throw it, and they're like, "Fuck, dude, now I got to go show this guy my beaver."
Dude, yeah.
I saw a stripper's hemorrhoid at a strip club in Portland.
Come on.
I did.
Now. Really?
Yeah, why would I make that up?
Was it coming out of it or like
Wait, what? Well, she leaned over and spread her cheeks.
I was
not like I was like, "Hey, lean over and spread your cheeks." No, she just like came over and that's what she was into. That's what she was doing.
You know what I'm really into sexually?
What?
Prolapsed rectums.
Oh God.
Oh.
Ew.
It's just so good, It's fantastic,
dude.
Nothing like, and when you see them at the club, they always got to pull their G-string, until it kind of holds it together, But it just you can tell that it's not their butthole's not connected.
Dude, imagine what a nightmare it is to be like to work at the closest ER, like to my house, like the dudes who come in there with just like.
Everybody,
all kinds of stuff. You know what I've heard also is that like if you work in a hospital and guys come in with like a shampoo bottle or like their neighbor up their ass, they all say that they tripped and fell.
Yeah. 1 in a million chance, Jerry. 1 in a million.
Is that Seinfeld episode? Is that what that's about?
Yeah.
He falls and it goes up his ass. Oh,
yeah. It's got to be one of the best.
Well, they say that all the time. If
We're going to talk in Seinfeld.
If I slipped and fell and the TV remote went up my ass, I would kill myself. I wouldn't go to the doctor.
But then they'd find your body. Your
with the TV remote up my
would
ass
be ruined.
They'd be like, "Why is the channel? Why will the volume keep going up?"
It's on Fox News.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if it went in my ass, I would just live with it and I would just rip ass to change channel.
That's what you just.
Hey, baby, can you turn that up? And
I got a lot of. I try to stay just completely dehydrated so that there's enough pressure to build up to push the buttons, and it's going pretty good. Yeah, but you would. I think you would have to go to a hospital for
if something went up my butt.
Yes, you got to just suck it up, man.
Shut up, dude.
Not up your ass.
Shut up like you got experience,
buddy. I'll tell you what. I've been around the sun quite a few times.
Yeah, right, dude. I've been on the sun, dude. I'm Smash Mouth. I'm walking on the sun,
dude. I've had a lot of shit in my ass in the hospital before.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I can't tell you. I mean, so much stuff though.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were serious, and I was like, "What are you saying?"
No, I wish I was serious.
Why, you want something up your butt?
It would be pointing to more of a life that was like
well-lived,
a little more adventure.
I'll tell you what. If I've had some people try, and I've had some people try to convince me that maybe it's something that they would like to do, and there's nothing. It's not for me.
No, I've never had anything in my ass. No, my wife would definitely not be interested in that.
If you begged her, would she say no?
I barely can get her to ride in a car with me. You know what I mean?
Is that true?
No. It's sexually, yeah, kind of. Basically, metaphorically speaking. I get it. I'm in the car.
What the hell was that?
I'm in the car, but I'm not. I'm not.
I heard.
I'm not going over the speed limit.
People have been talking about you lately, saying that you lay major pipe. And by people, I mean you telling me that.
Yeah, well, I did.
Dude, Jenny, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm so sorry.
Dude, I can't.
Does
help
your wife
myself.
listen?
No, she's never listened to anything. I don't think
anything you've ever done.
I mean, she's listened to a couple of things. My wife is not like a huge fan of comedy. Like she's not.
Maybe not yours.
Well,
wait till she sees the way I do it.
Oh, dude, I should bring her to one of your shows,
yeah,
but I won't.
Tell her to come tonight to the Comedy Store.
No, I wouldn't.
10 o'clock.
I don't want to ruin my marriage. I want to.
Why? Because she would see me up there and be like, "I got to have me some of that bruise."
Like, oh my god! If my sense of humor was an aspect of why she's with me, you know what I mean? And then she meets, Enrique Iglesias or.
If I met Enrique Iglesias, I'd be like, I can be your hero.
Yeah, she wants to be everyone's hero.
You know the biggest losers in the world are women who want to fuck comedians. Not like.
Are you talking now? Is Kelly going to listen to this?
No,
podcast?
she does she care? No, it's like people. I'm saying like people. I mean, I work at a comedy club, so it's like there's people that go there that want to have sex with comedians, and it's like not even like good-looking comedians.
Yeah.
Or like anytime, like back in my heyday, whenever I would get laid from doing comedy, I would like be happy to be getting laid, but I was like, because a lot of times it's not like it's ugly women, like. I've been with my share of ugly women, but
yeah,
I've also been with good-looking women just from doing comedy, and I would like be in the middle of it, and in my head I would be like, "You are so stupid."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is wrong with you that you would want to do this?
Yeah, is that my own thing? Is that my own?
I don't think so.
My own insecurity that I'm like, why would you want to fuck with me?
I think
instead of like most guys being like, yeah, you want to fuck me because I'm awesome.
I think that is your own insecurity, but I think if people are honest about how they feel, a lot of people don't like themselves.
Yeah.
Especially comics. I think because we're all looking for approval from other people. So I think it's like part and parcel to the entertainer. Give me sense of approval lifestyle. You know. But yeah, I mean, I do the same thing with Jenny. It's been since 1999. So
damn, you guys went through Y2K together, dude.
I know it was rough.
Were you like, my dick is gonna fucking fall off?
Yeah, baby, if Jesus is coming back, it's gonna be it on Y2K. So I kind of want to experiment.
Did you have sincere thoughts as an adult that Jesus was coming back in your lifetime?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you think was going to go down?
I thought, what did I think was going to happen?
Yeah. Like Jesus comes back and it's like on the news, like Jesus.
Well, there's a lot of speculation about it because some biblical scholars believe that it will happen at the beginning of the rapture, that they'll take everyone up at the beginning of the rapture.
So, but you're not going to get to kick it with Jesus on earth. You're just going to get sucked out of the house.
No, it's Judgment Day, unless you're one of the chosen people that gets to go to heaven.
So that's what I'm saying. So the rapture is Jesus coming back. It's not like Jesus comes back and like the Today Show is like just in Jesus Christ.
No.
Marilyn Manson would be shaking his fucking boots if Jesus came back.
That's the whole thing about like we've had friends that have had psychological traumas and whatnot in their life, and had thought that they were Jesus at one point, and I basically was like, well, according to the Bible, when Jesus comes back, it's going to be with thunderous trumpets and tons of angels and with a sword coming out of his mouth and a cloud of fire. It's going to be. It's happening.
It sounds kind of kick-ass.
It is kick-ass.
Yeah. The idea of the rapture?
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then,
I'd be fucked, but I would still be like, damn, this is crazy.
Well, I mean, according to the Bible, not necessarily. We don't know.
You know what is cool
how does the grace of God spread?
The coolest thing about Christianity is that you could live whatever kind of life you want, and then as long as the last second before you die, you're like, yo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You could do anything in the entire world, and then as long as the very last second, you're like, no, I was just kidding.
Dude, it's some of the beliefs is that it doesn't even matter if you do that. You're just going. You're just going to go because it talks about like when God created man, he breathed life into them. And so God's getting all gross. So there's no way that a dead person, because it describes you as dead, could reach out or do anything to get the breath of God.
So if you don't fuck with God, you're dead already.
No, the opposite, meaning that God just chooses you regardless.
Oh, he'll grade you on a curve.
Yeah, there's nothing that a dead body can do to earn anything. It's a dead body. So it describing
what if you die with like your hand down your pants?
You're fucked. Yeah,
what the biggest issue with Christianity is?
Guy.
My biggest issue with Christians is that they fucking made the devil sound so cool.
Yeah, he's pretty dumb.
They should have if they made the devil sound worse and not like and made hell like fire and brimstone, whatever, but also like you're kicking it with fucking Jimi Hendrix and shit.
They tried. I mean, I went to a lot of like things in school auditoriums and church productions of like one of them was these guys get in a car accident and they're all kind of like in the waiting room for the afterlife. And
purgatory.
Yeah, and not exactly, but like they're going, they can basically some of them are in heaven, but some of them are in hell. So then the guys in heaven are looking down at their friends that are burning in hell and are like, don't you think you should have shared the gospel with little Timmy and little Wendy?
So it's like kids. There's like
It's like 16-year-olds. Yeah, pretty much.
Bro.
It's pretty heavy-handed out there.
Teenagers can go to hell?
Oh, yeah.
Kids?
Easy. God doesn't care. The only reason you would be able to not go to hell for no reason, there's so many different thoughts, too.
Yeah. I think anyone's ever got their paperwork mixed up and be like, no, I'm not supposed to do
like Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I got misfiled, dude. Yeah. Beetlejuice from the movie or from the Howard Stern show?
Oh, shit.
Man, I'm supposed to be in heaven.
Dude, that guy's fucking hilarious.
Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever see the one where the guy calls him pretending to be Obama?
Yeah, dude.
That is the funniest thing in the entire world.
I love that shit. No, but like the heaven and hell thing is always a weird thing. But I don't know. I just told my kids nobody can. If they tell you they know what's going to happen, they're full of shit. You know what I mean? And that's where I kind of came to on a lot of this stuff.
Damn, are you raising your kids as an agnostic?
Yeah, pretty much. Damn. Like, how can you know the
full
future?
Circle, Kevin.
But pretty much agnostic. Yeah, it's like
did you just blaze it one time and you were like, God sucks?
Never. No, I don't think God sucks. I just don't think we're able to define what God is as accurately as almost all religions would put it. It's like nobody ever said I don't know in the church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got an answer for everything. And so it's like, and we're going through the Bible to try to figure out how to quit watching internet pornography. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit is not.
Is
there a New Age Bible that like It's like a Bible, but it tells you how to not watch porn.
The Adventure Teen Bible, I believe.
Really? Is that like a choose your own adventure?
No.
It's like if you watch porn and if you want to watch porn, skip to page 78.
Yeah.
Like, you piece of shit. As soon as you get there, you motherfucker, you thought,
to hell.
Yeah, you thought we'd never find you.
Yeah. No, that would be hilarious. That would be fucking awesome.
I think the biggest thing for me, like growing up, like religious or whatever, like not even that religious, like but we went to a fucking, I don't know, you probably did too, like a electric guitar church.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I was in the band. I was playing drums, which is like
electric guitar
a
church
big deal
sucks.
in churches, some of them.
What,
Yeah.
that you're not supposed to play drums? It's too loud?
No, well, God's
like,
The kind of stereotypical mocking statement would be like, they brought the devil in when they brought those drums.
Oh, really? Like heavy metal?
Kind of, yeah. That was like,
I would go to a heavy metal church if they were like, God is fucking sick. The devil is a fucking bitch. And it was like playing like a Motorhead version of Christian music. I would go to that shit.
Yeah.
But every time they go in there, they're playing fucking Our God is an Awesome God and shit.
Dude, but we had some versions of Our God is an Awesome God.
Dude, there is actually there's a pretty sick version.
rockin'.
It's this girl, I think her name is Grace Stein. It's on Spotify.
Jewish?
I don't know. Maybe it's Grace something, but there's a version of Our God is an Awesome God on Spotify that is heavy as fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
There's like breakdowns and shit.
The amount of people that are talented that also want to like do service stuff is amazing. Like there's some, I mean, some of the artists and some of the shit that I saw in the church was just so impressive to me, you know, that it was just like, and they would do it for free, you know, like I did a lot of shit for free. You know, I'm talking about myself the whole time. Some really talented guys. No, you don't understand.
Doing stand up.
Yeah. No, I mean, I did church announcements in a humorous way for like 10 years as a video, and we did all.
You were on screen in front of the whole entire electric guitar church.
The whole electric guitar church.
They should do an electric guitar church that like. It's shaped like the Hard Rock Hotel that's shaped like a guitar.
Yeah.
Like that's what the heavy metal church would look like.
A cross across the top.
Yeah, all the frets are little crosses instead of anything.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, honestly, dude, really, I think the biggest issue is because my dad would be like, pretty much you and the Averys had it a lot more hardcore, but just like, he doesn't know. My dad doesn't know anything, so he's just like, yeah, you know, you do that, you're gonna fucking go to hell. God fucking hates you if you do that stuff. But it's not like my parents are fucking.
They're not like pastors.
No.
Yeah.
They're just, you know, they're like, yeah.
Well, your parents drank and drink now, and like they're like fun people, you know. And I mean, my family's fun, but there's also like I love spending time with my family, but my dad's not like I was never introduced to like a party environment by my father or anything. You know what I mean? I don't know if that ever happens. And then because of church and stuff, like that just never was something that I really experienced, you know? And everybody was always kind of on their best behavior, which is why I used to do the Friday night man nights where I'd have people come over and basically be like, I don't care if you drink, you know, you know how you feel. I'm not going to judge you.
You do Friday night man night?
Yeah.
Let's do Friday night man night now, dude.
I mean, because I don't have a patio.
Dude, you're going to get canceled for doing Friday night man night. You get a Friday night person night.
Dude.
Friday night, everyone come with chicks. Yeah.
Just Friday night.
Or, I mean, honestly, we could just do Friday night, no chicks allowed. Because then you're excluding one person and not only encouraging one type of person.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
That's what I should have called this podcast is No Chicks Allowed.
No broads. Yeah. That, I mean... It's funny too because like we would get messages from women, and then women are probably definitely going to be listening to this. Hey,
what's up?
And I'm always just like, you know, at first we're just like, man,
you're like, are you sure?
Yeah, because I feel bad. Like there's a part of me that feels really bad.
I want every person, every type of person, every belief, every fucking thing. If you
remember the Klan, we appreciate you listening. You know, we appreciate your statistics that you're throwing in. You know, we want them all.
Hey, let us know where you're listening from. South Jersey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Walla Walla, Washington, you're on the air.
Hey, folks, you're at BagFries. How big's your dick? Come on, let's get to it.
It's like, what's your name? It's like, Johnny. And it's like, all right, Johnny, how big is your cock? It's like a little kid.
It's like some background music.
What did you ever? You would jam out to like Hawk Nelson? You know who Hawk Nelson is?
No.
They're a Christian band.
Really?
Yeah.
I missed Hawk Nelson somehow.
I used to date this girl in elementary school. Not like date, but
Sparrow Nelson?
my girlfriend. No, but she was way into Hawk Nelson.
Really?
And I remember even then be like, dude, Hawk Nelson fucking sucks.
I've never heard of Hawk Nelson.
Hawk Nelson's big. If there's former Christians listening to this now or current Christians, they're gonna be like, dude, Hawk Nelson is sick.
Hawk Nelson rocks. Feel free to put it in the iTunes review.
Whether or not Hawk Nelson is good or
Yeah,
bad.
let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get into that, but I mean, my mom, like my family, didn't even really listen to music. My dad listened to talk radio and motivational speakers.
What kind of talk radio?
A lot of times it would be, always on the AM. Some Radio Tradio.
Radio Tradio.
You remember that shit?
No.
We used to listen to Radio Tradio in the car, and that's maybe because it was the weekend, and that's when I was in the car with my dad. And people would call in and be like, "Yeah, I got me a '74 pickup truck,
Ooh.
165,000 miles, brand new tires on it. Transmission could use a rehash, but it's a good truck. It's been running me for the last 12 years. Call Jeb 745-6473." And then, and you go, okay, we got a 74 pickup truck, needs a little bit of work, but runs great.
But it was people trying to sell their cars on the radio, and your dad...
anything. Guy would call, I got a set of Craftsman wrenches. I want...
Is this a Fresno thing?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I think AM goes a long way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a Fresno thing for sure.
Do you listen to Art LeBeau out there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is Art LeBeau a nationwide thing, or is that like a central... Well,
I think he's syndicated.
Okay, because I think most of the people that are calling are from... they are in the jails in Central California. Well, it's not everybody where it's... Or no, remember there's people in jail?
Only the jails.
What's up, Art? Hey, this is little shorty out in...
I don't remember
I want to
that.
send out a song to my baby girl. And you never remember? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
No. I don't know about calling from prison, but yes.
That is Chopper.
That's how a lot of people in Fresno would call into a radio station. Like, it would be like... you play like on another Sunday afternoon, and shout out to my girl, little Sebastian, and I just want to say what's up to Big Tooth.
Big Tooth.
They're like, all right, going out to Big Tooth. Here's on a Sunday afternoon, and I remember that. Yeah, I love radio. I still love. That's why I enjoy podcasting. I think is because I just like the experience of radio.
Yeah, see, I've always had a good time. Like, I don't mind doing radio, like, quote unquote press. Like, I don't mind going. Like, sometimes the guys or whatever that I've done it with are like either. Who cares? But like the experience of going in and doing radio,
not
like
great.
But you mean or like going to do Fraser Smith's show on KLOS is always fun, and it's
that's
like
so cool.
Shit like that is always fun. Like but it's such like an old timey thing where it's like, all right, the music's playing. It's like, all right, coming up next we got Rat, and then you play Rat, and then you're like, all right, we're coming back in 10, 9, 8.
I love that shit.
I love to hit the cough button.
Yeah, the only wink from the universe that I should be doing anything creative was when I was in high school. They took an aptitude test, and it was radio DJ or a janitor. Those were the two things that I would be good at. Real talk. That is 100% the truth.
My teacher, I took one of those, and she was like, will you see me after class? And then she was like, I don't know how to tell you this, but your test result came back as guy who should suck dick for money. Do you know what that means?
Do you understand?
I'm in fourth grade. She's like, do you know? I mean, you're going to have to suck cock.
You're just crying.
Dad, I took the test, and I said I'm going to be a guy who's going to suck cock for money.
I don't want to suck cock for money, Dad. It's like, go to college, kid.
Did you consider the janitor thing? How old were you when you took this test?
I was probably 16.
Okay. That's still fucked up to have janitor as an option. Well,
It is.
maybe back then shit wasn't less whatever than it is now. But
No,
I imagine if you take
janitor
that...
wasn't like a career that people aspired to.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying back then they were more loosely saying, go be a janitor, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, part of me feels like it's an accurate assessment of something that I would be good at.
Is cleaning?
Is cleaning, because my dad...
Get your own closet.
Yeah, I get my own closet, get, something with some wheels on it, get a nice mop, a good vacuuming system,
with the backpack vacuum.
Yeah, dude.
You can crank it in the janitor's closet.
Honestly, the funnest thing in the world to me seems like just walking around a real big area with just leaves everywhere with a fucking blower. And just, that shit that's fun. That's just a good time.
Sorry. There was a janitor. I remember this specifically. I thought of this yesterday, but there was a time when I was in elementary school and we were on the playground and there was a gopher like popping his head up out of the thing and like looking around and then like popping back down. And
I
was,
put my ass over the hole.
yeah, it's like that's what the aptitude test said. You got Richard Gere. I don't know what that. But there was a time when I was in elementary school and we were all gathered. It was like 15 of us gathered around and we were just like watching the gopher and we were like, oh, there we go, here it comes again, woo! Like we were all that. And then this janitor we had, his name was Sheridan. He was a big white dude, bald guy with a goatee, and he came over and he had a shovel and we were all like, oh, okay, Sheridan's just gonna dig the gopher hole. And then he waited for that fucking gopher to come up and just in front of all of us just fucking wham and just whacked it so hard, like legit whack-a-mole, like whacked the fuck out of it. And we were all like
dead.
I remember I fucking hated that guy after that, dude. I was like, Sheridan is the biggest asshole in the fucking world.
Sheridan sounds like he could be like an Adam Sandler character. Or it's like he has a heart of gold, but that's what he does for a living.
He just wax moles all day.
And just cleaning the shit out of toilets, but he's a nice guy.
But, dude, being a janitor would be awful because there's kids like me. I used to poop on the floor at elementary school, and then I would go, me and my friend David Cardenas, we would go into the bathroom of our junior high, and I would poop on the floor, and then we would go and tell somebody who worked at the school, be like, I don't know what happened, but somebody took a dump on the floor in there. And then we would go laugh for 9 years.
I mean, I did the same shit. I didn't like shit on the floor intentionally exactly, but I remember being in the bathrooms, grabbing the upper stalls and then throwing my feet up over the stalls with my pants off and trying to shit into the toilet.
You were doing the Showtime like they do on the New York City subway, where the dudes like dance and shit. But you should do that version of Showtime in New York, where you go up there and you start pulling your pants down. You take a shit into like a cup, like you have a small cup,
a shot glass,
a cup like this, and it lands in perfect. Like, all right, thank you guys. And you have a hat going around. Like, appreciate y'all. I'm just trying to pay my rent. Hey, it's hard living in this city. I'm trying to pay my rent. All right, hey, we all got stuff to pay for.
Me and my baby girl, we appreciate.
We all got problems.
We appreciate this. Thank you.
Yeah, we all got problems. Okay.
If anybody has any fiber bars right now, I could use them.
Yeah.
No, dude. I get it. No, but there is something to having a job that is done for me.
Completing a task.
Completing a task for me. There's something that works in my brain that way. Like I mean, I've literally thought about like all the work that I've done.
No, I 100% think I'm on the same boat, and it's definitely a peasant mentality.
Yeah, no, 100%. It absolutely is.
And I'm not saying like you have a peasant mentality. It's like I have the same fucking thing.
Well, I'll sit down and I'll talk to comics sometime, and I'll tell them what they should do, and it's like great, and then I don't do any of it. I'm like, what you got to do is this. You write every day, and then you go out as often as you can. You do the material you wrote down, and you record it.
And then you're like, let me know how that works. Actually,
yeah.
I'm thinking about making an attempt.
I'm like, I did that once 2 weeks ago, and that's all the growth I've had in my entire time doing stand up. That's the whole growth. Just that 2 week period where I was working.
Yeah, I'm in the same exact way, mostly with myself, where I'm like, shit, about to get on top of shit, and I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing that, and then I just sleep till noon and jack off 9 times a day.
Yeah.
And then any minor inconvenience in my life, I'm like, what if I just killed myself? It would be so much easier.
Yeah. I got to move my car.
Dude, literally, sometimes if I can't find parking and I park on a street sweeping side, I'll wake up and I'll be like, fuck, I got to go move my car. And I'm like, but what if instead of doing that, I took my own life? That would be so much easier.
It's just better.
I have no big plans of suicide, but sometimes I do think about the convenience of it all. And I'm not like I'm ever like, woe is me, but I'm just purely thinking of it as the convenience of the entire thing.
That's why I hate the question, do you ever think about suicide? Because I'm like, all the time.
Absolutely.
I don't want to kill myself.
If you don't have suicide, if you don't have suicidal ideations, you're a fucking numbskull, dude.
It's just I don't know if I think about everything, and that's in there, know. And then you think about what the impact, what would my funeral be like, how would it change, the people around me?
Not me.
And dude, which is sometimes, man, when people die and you see the reaction, you're kind of like, oh God, like I guess I won't kill myself. That wasn't worth it.
I might do it just to get some listens on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes I think about that. I'm like,
I would appreciate
I better put out an album or a special before I bite the bullet.
Same, buddy. That's what I always think about that. I'm like, I gotta have more stuff for the time capsule. So in 100 years, my name will still ring out, in the universe, among the billions of podcasts out there. I'm just gonna satiate it.
How would you do it?
I don't know.
I would get an exit row seat on a plane, and I would really read the manual of how to do it, and I would just jump up somewhere over like Milwaukee and just fucking throw the thing open.
Yeah, I'd probably probably do like the car thing.
The car thing?
Yeah, probably the way to go.
I feel like that doesn't work. I feel like you got to jump off like the World Trade Center.
Yeah, but then,
you have like there's a lot of things that can.
I just would want to reduce the impact to my loved ones, and the car thing seems pretty clean.
Yeah. Because they find you in their garage, it's like, we're an American band. And you're like, Dad, we're coming to your town.
Yeah. Dude, did I tell you that when I did my show in Fresno, my nephew came and he was like, he was worried about me and kind of talked to my dad about it.
Worried about what?
Because I talked about suicide there, and I was like, you guys better fucking laugh. I've got a gun in the car. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
Is your nephew listening now?
I mean, I hope so. Devin, word up.
Word up, Devin. What's up? Hey, Devin, leave a review.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love that about my family, that they care. So it's like, it's one of those things where I was just kind of like, my dad came down and like had lunch with me, and he brought it up, or maybe I brought it up, or I don't know, but I heard through the grapevine, and I knew he knew that my nephew had said that.
You guys are at a drag brunch, and he's like, Kevin, I'm worried about you.
Yeah, a woman was getting her face slammed with a man's cock just 2 feet away. It's like, son, I want to talk to you about your comedy. No, my dad, I love my dad. He's always got such good intentions and such. He's a good guy.
Jim Tienken.
Jim Tienken, good man. And you're lucky to know him. He's a bridge builder.
Literally?
No.
Figuratively.
Metaphorically. He brings people together.
If your dad ever tried to fucking even shake my hand, I would be like, you get the fuck out of here.
Dude, he'd win you over.
Dude,
He's a charmer.
Your dad, I will never look him in the eye. That's how little I respect your family.
Well, I mean, if you can see his hog through his jeans, I'll understand why.
Really? Does your dad wear tight, like Bruce Springsteen pants with a fat hog imprint?
No. But I just, you always have that memory of your dad's cock.
Yeah.
In and around, the.
Oh, I mean, I've seen my dad's dick recently.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna see your dad's dick.
Well, I'm talking in the last 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, dude, my dad'll walk around the house in a towel and open his fucking towel and like, hey, Bruce, check it out. Or actually, you know what? Mainly, he'll be like, hey, Nan, to my mom, and he'll like helicopter his dick. I never had a fucking chance. Me and Voki were talking about this the other day, talking about our dads, and then literally being like, we never had a fucking shot.
Yeah.
I could have been a contender. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my dad wasn't such a fucking idiot. Yeah. I love him. He's the funniest dude in the entire world.
I love you.
He's a nightmare.
Yeah.
But I never had a chance. This is all like I had never took an aptitude test, but somebody just met my dad for 5 minutes and was like, "You have no chance."
Mm-hmm. No, that's but that's what a gift, though.
My dad honestly
have such a narrow platform.
Until I was on a show. This is up until maybe 2.5 years ago.
The Nickelodeon show?
No, not even. My dad doesn't give a shit that I was on Nickelodeon. Until I was on a show with Ron White, my dad would tell me every time that I came home that I should be a rodeo clown. That he's like, there's good money in it. I know a few guys. Like he would be like literally. Where most people are like, you know what? I got a law firm. I know a guy who works at a law firm. Maybe you'd be a paralegal or something. My dad would literally be like, you could be a rodeo clown. Because a rodeo, there's like a head. Have you ever been to a rodeo?
Yeah.
But there's like a guy with the microphone, and he's like, he's basically emceeing the rodeo.
Yeah, I know what.
Yeah, so he's like, basically, my dad's like, yeah, you could be that guy, and I was like, or you could have given me a chance by not being a fucking dick.
No, my dad. My
dad's great. I don't want to disparage my father too much.
Well, you got to shit on him a little bit.
Of course.
My dad's gay. He's a gay man. No, he's straight, very straight. I'm going to get a whooping for
calling him gay.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I was listening to your little internet radio show, and I didn't appreciate you insinuating that your old dad was a homosexual. Next time I see you, you're going to give you a whooping.
You're going to get yourself a whooping. No, my dad, like half the time when I talk about my dad, I'm making an avatar of a human being.
Yeah.
And the other time...
I'm being 100% literal every time I talk about him. Because the avatar wouldn't do him justice, I don't think.
The only reason I do that is because I have to say that, because I even told my dad, I was like in my mind, because he's asking me, during the pandemic, the podcast ended. I'm feeling down, I think everybody felt that, and I'm with live performance being on hiatus and just feeling kind of like, I'm just spinning my wheels. And I'm telling him, I'm just like, yeah, I struggle, because I got, I get bummed out, and there's part of my brain that'll be like, everything that you're going to try to do is going to be shit.
Yeah.
But you have it in you to do better. So that was not good.
See, dude, that's what I was trying to drag out of you when you were fucking fighting me the whole way on this podcast, dude.
I know. I just kicking and screaming.
Now look at this set, dude.
It looks good.
Look at this set.
It looks good.
If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, go over to fucking YouTube and check out the video.
Check it out.
Look how good this fucking set looks.
It looks really good. I'm thoroughly aroused by it. I think it does look like. What did you say? The picture looks like.
Oh, like we're about to debate French fries.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I guess we should talk about what bag fries even means. I don't even know. It just seemed like a good podcast name.
I mean, literally it means, the fries that are left over at the bottom of the bag. But also for years, it's been a bit that I would do whenever we're together, that's my urban comedy name is Bag Fries, two G's and a Z on the end.
Yeah.
And then I have like a music drop and like Bag Fries.
Bag fries.
He gets the fries at the bottom of the bag.
They're still good.
So that's literally, we were sitting here racking our fucking brains for a name.
Well, Bruce I like the idea too of you like walking around the stage as Bruce Bag Fries Gray.
Yeah.
And like, just like, women be crazy. Am I crazy? And then like, bag fries.
Y'all remember when we was kids? For real though.
Fries at the bottom of the bag.
No, y'all remember the couple skate? Couple skate was wild. Dude, I used to get so much pussy at the roller rink.
Really?
No, I would lock lips though.
Yeah, dude. I think I had some smooch sessions at the roller rink.
I would go down to Roller-Rama. I would spend $5. You got a cup that lit up all kind of crazy colors, and $5 you got as much soda as you wanted the whole night.
Jesus.
I was just hopped up on fucking Coca-Cola Classic, munching box. Dude,
there's something about a woman having a good time but also trying to maintain her balance.
Yeah.
Where she's just kind of there's something that happens.
You know how you get the most pussy at the roller rink?
Red light, green light?
Red light, green light's huge. Hokey pokey's huge. Cha-cha slide is big. But I would win the race. Remember they would do the race?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I won. Dude, so whenever I was in 5th grade, my family moved on up Jefferson style to the suburb Rosedale of Bakersfield.
Oh,
but back in the day, we lived in Greenfield, which was the country and the bar. It was the barrio, bro. So we would go to fucking Skateland. Skateland was, bro, I would fucking house people in the fucking races at Skateland. I had some fucking hand-me-down rollerblades from my cousin Eric.
Yeah.
Who's a cop in Kansas. Shouts out Eric. He's probably listening. Dude, hand-me-down fucking dinosaurs on, and I would fucking house people. I would go up an age level just to show how big my dick was. They'd be like, all right, if you're this age to this age, here's the race. And I'd be like, nah. I'd be like two big titty 9-year-olds. Be like, nah.
Two big titty 9-year-olds.
I was also 9. But I'd be like, nah, girl. Hey, come on. Hey, go give me a microwave pizza, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, give me a pretzel, all right?
Bitch, give me a churro and shut the fuck up.
The churros were good.
Bruce, you said we was gonna couple skate. Like, bitch, I told you.
Why'd you tell me?
I'm couple skating with everybody. All my life.
I'd miss those days. My
rollerblading?
Yeah, my daughter just got roller skates. She loves roller skating.
Like 4, 2, and 2.
4 roller skates.
Those are popular now.
Yeah, it's.
Well, dude, then there was a certain time in my life where they put in a skate park at Roller-Rama, and that was even a better way to get pussy. Is that you were skateboarding. Their thing was inside. You know what the worst? I talked about this on Fat Jocks, but dude, you know what would happen is that at that roller rink in the skate park, there was like a chain link door that went to the outside, and these EMTs on their break would always come back there and like talk shit. Be like, you can't skateboard? Dude, I swear to you, like, you suck. I'm like, fuck. I was like, fuck you. I'm like 12.
Yeah.
Like, you're a bitch. You fat bitch EMT.
Did they save your life?
No, I don't know. No, they weren't even there to like help us. They literally were on break.
Smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, dude, 100%. They were on break eating fucking Wendy's and like, which is, I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that now I'm like, damn, that would be a sick ass day as an adult. Is like on my break, go over to the skate park at the roller rink and be like, look at this fat motherfucker. You can't skateboard.
You can't skate for shit.
Yeah, they're literally in there like they're fucking the Dave Chappelle character from Nutty Professor.
Wait, which one?
The Dave Chappelle, Nutty, the comedian.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't skateboard for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so they would fucking roast the shit out of us, dude.
Dude, that's fun. That's fun.
Then as time progressed, so that was, dude, that like from like up up until 6th grade, Friday night, you're going to Roller-Rama, and that's how you're getting pussy. And then like 7th and 8th grade in Bakersfield, we would go to this place called the Marketplace, which is literally, there's just like a movie theater and a fountain and like a bunch of shops and stuff.
Yeah.
And dude, I can't imagine what hell it was for anybody else. Like, and dude, like thousands of teenagers would take over the Marketplace on weekends.
Dude.
You'd wreak havoc, you'd fight, you'd like break shit.
Yeah.
You'd go and take a bunch of wheatgrass shots at Jamba Juice.
Dude, Jamba Juice was great.
We'd get kicked out of like the Carl's Jr. because my friend Steve would burp so loud just burp really loud. You know, you can get kicked out. You technically, but not like, because I was on an Amtrak recently and I was drunk, and I was like, dude, I wonder how I had bad gas, and I was like, dude, I wonder how loud and consistent I have to rip ass on this Amtrak for them to stop the train.
Did you find out?
No, I read about it because I was like, and they're like, well, he's like QU, like Quora, where it's like a message board online.
Yeah.
It's like people ask the dumbest questions that I'm gonna post already.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, can you get kicked off the train for farting? There's no rules on the Amtrak, dude. You could just drink booze.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Like, they didn't even check my ticket. I could have been anybody.
Amtrak's fun. Amtrak's a good
Me
time.
and Joe Biden love the Amtrak. Hey, get on this train and take a shit. You can jack off. You can have sex with somebody.
And dude, in like a year, if you go to the Amtrak, he's just always on it. He's just
you know, his big thing is he's always ridden the Amtrak from Delaware to DC. Like,
yeah.
For a long time, like every day. He's just, dude, he's on there.
He
likes
loves the
bumps.
train.
Yeah.
Man,
Dude, if I saw Joe Biden in person, I would knock him the fuck out, dude.
You'd lay him out
I
full
would,
on.
dude, fuck the president.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
I like that. I like
You
that.
like that I would knock the president out?
Yeah.
I voted for the guy, and I fucking hate the guy.
I'll punch anybody in a position of power. I don't
Dude,
care.
if we could set up a charity boxing match between me and Joe Biden, I would bite his fucking ear off, Mike Tyson style.
Dude, that would be dope.
Yeah, and you would be the fan man coming in on that. The guy, remember that guy flew into the ring with like that weird fan contraption. You know what's funny about that video is they beat the fuck out of the fan man.
Did they really?
Dude, they beat his ass. Go watch the fan man video I think it was from the Rumble in the Jungle, and they whooped that dude's fucking ass.
Dude, that's what he gets. That's what he gets for trying to be fancy.
Dude, trying to be the fan man.
Trying to be the fan man.
Yeah, that machine he has, because he has a parachute and then like a big like fan boat fan.
Those things are dope.
Hooked up to his back. I don't even know if I think that's like a one-of-one machine.
No. That's a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised I never
Paragliding
saw one of those. Like, because the neighborhood I grew up in, there was a lot of like white trash, tomfoolery and machinery being built.
Mm-hmm. That's how I used to get to school.
Is on the fan.
Oh, yeah. I had to do it. This is the only way.
I thought your mom would swing her big propeller tits really far, and then you would hop on her back and she would fly away.
My dad would have to get like a crank and just shove it in my mom and then pull it around real high. Sometimes it wouldn't start.
When your mom would come back home, he would have to be like the dudes on a aircraft carrier where they like catch on the hook to like catch your mom's underwear and she would stop.
They throw a couple of triangles under my mom's crotch and her knees. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but those are the good old days when life was simpler.
Life was simple, and you had to ride your mom as like an airplane to school.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
You want to wrap this up, dude?
Is it time?
I think so. I have a spot at 10. I have to get over to the Comedy Store. We've been doing like an hour?
Yeah, I think we're coming up on an hour. I can't read or write.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 9 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was said something less than that.
Oh, no, it's 9 hours, 1 minute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Now, if we cut anything out, people are going to know. We're not cutting shit out, dude. I don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to cut anything out. But, well, I'll say this, Bruce. I've looked into it, and I don't think doing a podcast with you is going to be too bad for my reputation. And I think that all the accusations that have been thrown towards you have dissipated by now.
Sorry, I might get bumped by Chris Rock.
Dude, you never know.
I hope not.
Well,
we got to see him the other night, and he was funny, but
yeah,
as long as it doesn't interfere with me going up, fuck it.
I love watching comics that I absolutely love that are at that level of fame, but also at a point where they have been doing it for so long that the idea of having to come up with new stuff is like...
No, it was great watching him the other
anxious,
night. It was also good.
It was good, and it was good to see him working out. You know what I mean?
100%.
And even question himself and stuff, and like being like, okay, all right, I'm not a horrible piece of shit because I'm not perfect. You know?
No, honestly, that night was perfect because I had two friends who were in town staying with us, and then I also had those other two friends in town from Portland, and I was like, yeah, well, I had got them into the comedy store the night before, and they saw a sick show, and then we all went there after. We're just drinking and shit, and like showed them all around, like all the rooms and all the back and shit, and then Chris Rock went there and like got to see Chris Rock do like 40 minutes, and it's like,
amazing.
Yeah, it was like really couldn't have worked out better.
So cool.
I was fucking shithoused.
Yeah, you were. A lot of you guys were. Dude, Kelly was feeling it. She was feeling good.
We were having a great time.
It was a great night.
It's funny because usually whenever I'm that drunk, I don't like. Usually when I get super drunk, I don't like act out or I'm pretty whatever.
Yeah.
I like to think. But even I woke up the next day and I was like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't go in there till like Monday. I'm gonna take these next 2 nights off and see what's going on. Make sure it's one of those things where like you wake up like and you don't really remember everything that happened. You're like, all right, let's lay low and see what comes back to me a little bit. Let's see what kind of information gets back.
Yeah, that's. I felt like that for the first time about 3 months ago at the Improv, and it's just because we had.
Was that when you fell down and snapped your boner in front of everybody?
Yeah, I broke my boner off in the sidewalk, but it was on the Walk of Fame.
Oh, really?
So,
It got caught in a metal grate. You're like,
yeah.
Come on!
I love this city. You know, I want to fuck the streets. That's how much I love it.
I want to fuck the streets.
I go down to Hollywood, Walk of Fame, and I put my dick in any hole in the ground. You know
what I saw the other day in my drawer that I haven't seen in a long time is that shirt that I got when we were on acid on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
Where we were talking to that guy, and we were frying our faces off. This is 5 years ago probably. But whenever I was like, he's like, you like the shirts? And I was like, yeah. And he was in the store. I was like, hey, you got? I don't know why I asked this question, but I was like, hey, you got anything that's not on the shelves? That's like, I was like, because I think I was partly fucking around because I was like, maybe you got like some secret shirts, and then he pulled out that insane shirt that says like, it says fuck a million things, and it's like, fuck that, like fuck the fire department, fuck the post office, fuck tax, like it says fuck all over, and in the very middle it says don't fuck around with AIDS.
Yeah. But it's so small.
Oh, it's the best shirt of all time.
Yeah.
I'll post a picture of the shirt on the Discord.
Yeah, please. And so we're gonna be, if you're listening to this now, we're gonna switch over all the artwork and all that stuff. And if Ben or Jace are listening to this or watching this, I miss you, and the listeners miss you. Bruce hates your guts.
Don't even think about a reunion, dude. I fucking filled in. I'm fucking here.
Bruce is here.
No, I love both of those guys very much.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna try to get Jason and Ben on ASAP to hash the life out. It's been a year, and the listeners don't know what's been going on. I've been in my room, just filling.
I've been
up
all over the world, bro.
A cup of with tears.
As of truly, can I tell you something? As of 2 weeks from now, during the pandemic, I will have been to every state on the West Coast except New Mexico.
Oh shit!
Like pretty much from like Colorado, Texas over. I will have been to every state during the pandemic.
You're a super spreader.
I know. I really, really am. It's funny because I've always been very COVID conscious, but I've also gone everywhere and said, fuck it.
Like, I'm going. I'm going.
I had a great time.
Moved to Portland. Great move. No, but all right, we got to wrap it up. We're getting to that point. Send us an email to BagFriesPod@gmail.com. If you enjoy the content, the nicest thing you can do for us is leave a review on
Truly.
iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. Retweet the episode.
Tell your friends, tell everybody, tell the world, it would really do us a solid.
I tell people, there's nothing that has brought families together more than my podcast.
Yeah.
And this podcast is no exception. You know what I mean? I know a lot of you shared this channel with your children, your grandchildren, your grandparents.
Yeah, I want to find out who the oldest person listening to this podcast is. So if you think that's you, DM me.
Yeah,
Write it, send it an email and tell us how old you are.
It's probably me. It's probably
really
me.
Probably is.
But
I'm trying to find the demographic of the fucking fans, or the bag boys, dude, or the fry cooks, or the fucking bag hags of the fucking. There's a million things to call them.
Yeah, if you're send us drawings,
anything, please.
Anything. We love corresponding with you guys. It's been one of the coolest things to have the podcast in, and yet correspond with the group of people that's on the Discord. It's been awesome. So.
And if you like sports, even in the slightest, I have another podcast called Fat Jocks that I do with our friend Brian Vokey.
You can't.
I can't
promote any of your other stuff.
Come see me in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, for the love of Christ.
Yeah, check out Fat Jocks. Check out Friends Forever podcast.
Yeah, check out every other canceled podcast we've done. No,
yeah,
Fat Jocks is popping. If you like sports, even in the slightest, if you like this podcast in sports, you're set.
And go check me out on the Oh Hey podcast, or of course, and that feed has everything I've done and whatnot. But thanks for coming along, and you should expect similar conversations like this in the future. And get gay. Kiss one of your male friends on the mouth, and
everybody.
I will say, I'll go out on this. Grab your friends. You know what I mean? Grab them by the crotch.
Grab them by the pussy.
Grab them by the pussy. I hate saying that word. It's like acid in my mouth. It's because it's for a woman.
All right. I have to leave. We have to go.
All right, fine.
Guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Take care, folks.